I want you to stop for a moment and think, what's the single thing standing between you and the life you dream of? I'll tell you what it is. It's not the lack of talent, resources, or opportunities. It's not even the things that have happened to you in the past. It's your mind. It's the thoughts you entertain every single day. And here's the brutal truth. If you don't learn to control your thinking will control you. By the end of this, your mindset will never be the same. Your mind is powerful. It's the greatest tool you have, yet for most of you, it's a tool you've yet to fully harness. Imagine for a moment that you have a weapon in your hands, something capable of creating massive destruction or incredible creation. But if you don't know how to control it, you risk harming yourself and others around you. That's what your mind is like, a weapon, but only if you know how to control it. Let me break it down for you. Every decision you make, every emotion you feel, every action you take starts with a thought. Your mind is like the commander of an army. It can either lead you to victory or it can lead you into defeat. Think about it. How many times have you woken up and allowed your mind to dictate your day? You wake up and immediately think, I'm tired, or I don't feel like it today, or this is going to be another bad day. You've just handed the control of your day over to your mind. And if you allow your mind to run wild, it will take you down roads of anxiety, fear, self-doubt, and frustration. But here's the good news. You are not a slave to your thoughts. The moment you decide to take control of your mind, you shift your entire life. You see, the most successful people in the world aren't the ones with the most talent or the most resources. They're the ones who have mastered their thinking. They've learned to control their mind, and therefore they control their results. I'll give you an example. Look at a man like Elon Musk. When he started SpaceX and Tesla, many thought he was insane. People said, you're trying to send rockets to Mars. You're trying to revolutionize the car industry. You're going to fail. But Musk didn't let his mind run wild with doubts. Instead of letting fear, rejection, or the opinions of others control his thinking, he used his mind as a weapon to push through the challenges. He didn't just think about the how, he visualized the why with laser precision. And that focus, that mental discipline, has turned him into one of the most influential innovators in the world. Now, I'm not saying it's easy. You're going to face setbacks. You're going to face failures. You're going to face moments when everything seems impossible. But here's the thing. Your mind is capable of more than you can even imagine. It has the power to transform any obstacle into an opportunity if you learn how to control it. When you start to discipline your thinking, you stop letting your mind drag you into emotional chaos. You stop reacting to life as a victim. You start responding as a creator, as someone who is in charge. Take this moment to reflect. When was the last time you allowed your mind to get the best of you? When did fear or doubt stop you from taking action? The truth is, the longer you let your mind run unchecked, the longer you stay stuck in the same place. You have the power to stop the cycle right now. What would happen if you woke up tomorrow and took command of your mind? What if you decided to be the one who decides your thoughts? You'd stop reacting to circumstances and instead you'd start creating them. You'd stop letting the fear of failure hold you back, and instead you'd use every setback as fuel to rise higher. You'd stop being a prisoner of your past and start becoming the architect of your future. Remember this, your mind is a weapon, but only if you control it. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. I'm going to say it again because I want you to let this sink in. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. Think about that for a moment. Your life is a reflection of what goes on in your mind. Every decision you make, every action you take starts with a thought. Your thoughts shape your emotions, your reactions, and your outcomes. If you're living a life that's filled with frustration, disappointment, or regret, it's not the world around you, it's the thoughts you're allowing to control your life. I'll give you a simple truth. Your mind doesn't distinguish between reality and what you tell it. It simply believes what you tell it. If you spend your days thinking that you're not good enough or that life is unfair or that you'll never get ahead, your mind believes it. And when your mind believes something, it works tirelessly to make it true. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. Your subconscious mind will find evidence to confirm the negativity you think, and it will draw you into situations that prove you're right. It's a vicious cycle. But here's the breakthrough. You can change your thoughts and in turn, change your life. It all starts with awareness. You need to become acutely aware of the thoughts that dominate your mind. Are they empowering you or disempowering you? Are they setting you up for success or are they holding you back? Take the story of Oprah Winfrey. Oprah was born into poverty, raised in an abusive environment, and told she would never amount to anything. She was told that people like her didn't become successful. But Oprah made a decision. She refused to let her circumstances dictate her future. She chose to see herself as powerful, as capable, as worthy of success. The thoughts she cultivated in her mind were not shaped by her past. They were shaped by the vision she had for her future. And look where she is today. What Oprah understood, and what most people don't, is that the key to life isn't what happens to you, it's how you think about what happens to you. You can't control every circumstance, but you can control the story you tell yourself about those circumstances. You can control the narrative. You can choose to look at obstacles as opportunities. You can choose to see setbacks as stepping stones. And when you start thinking like that, everything changes. Take a moment to reflect on your own life. What are you thinking about right now? Is it empowering you? Is it driving you to take action? Or is it keeping you stuck in a loop of doubt and fear? Every time you think about something, you're sending a message to your subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind then starts working to make that thought a reality. So what if you started telling yourself a new story? What if you started thinking about yourself as someone who's capable, someone who can overcome anything, someone who deserves the best life has to offer? The truth is, you already have everything inside of you to create the life you want. It's not about waiting for the right opportunity to come along. It's about disciplining your thoughts to align with the future you want. Because when your thoughts align with your goals, your actions follow. When your thoughts elevate, your life elevates. So, from this moment forward, start thinking about yourself differently. Think of yourself as powerful. Think of yourself as someone who is capable of achieving anything. Because when you change the quality of your thoughts, you change the quality of your life. And that is the secret to creating the life you've always dreamed of. Your thoughts create your reality. Let that sink in for a moment. Your thoughts create your reality. Everything you see around you, everything you experience, the people you meet, the opportunities that come your way, it all starts with what's going on in your mind. You are the architect of your own world, and the blueprint for your life is shaped by the thoughts you think. Now, most people don't realize the power they have in shaping their reality. They go through life reacting to circumstances, reacting to what happens to them, and never truly understanding that they are creating the world they live in with every thought they think. When you live on autopilot, your mind just goes wherever the wind blows, and you start accepting your external circumstances as reality. But here's the truth. Your thoughts are creating your world whether you're aware of it or not. Every thought you have is shaping the world you experience. So if you want to change your reality, you have to start with your thoughts. Let me give you an example. Think of someone like Steve Jobs. Jobs didn't just create Apple because he had a great idea. No, he created Apple because he believed the world could be better. He believed technology could change the world, and most importantly, he believed he could do it. He envisioned a reality where technology wasn't just a tool, but a way of life. But here's the key. Before Apple existed, before any product was built, Steve Jobs had a vision. His thoughts created the possibility for everything that followed. The success of Apple was born from the idea that the world could be different. And Jobs didn't just dream it, he believed it with every fiber of his being, and because he did, he made it happen. But let's get even more personal. Think about your own life for a moment. What are you thinking right now? What are the thoughts you entertain on a daily basis? Are they thoughts of possibility, hope, and opportunity? Or are they thoughts of limitation, fear, and doubt? If you're constantly thinking that you're not good enough, or that success is for other people, or that you'll never be able to change, that's exactly what you'll create. That's your reality. Your mind will look for ways to confirm those beliefs and make them real. You see, the mind doesn't care whether you think positive or negative thoughts. It doesn't care if you think you're capable or incapable. It will simply work to bring into your life whatever you believe is true. The difference between those who live extraordinary lives and those who don't isn't luck or fate, it's mindset. People who achieve greatness know that their thoughts shape their reality. They know that if they focus on their vision, if they keep thinking about their goals with clarity and purpose, their reality will start to shift in alignment with those thoughts. Take the example of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before she became one of the most successful writers in history, Rowling was struggling. She was a single mother on welfare, dealing with depression and rejection. But she had a vision. She believed in her story, and most importantly, she believed in herself. She refused to let rejection stop her, and she refused to accept the circumstances of her life as the final word. Her thoughts, her belief that her story could inspire millions became her reality. The same principle applies to you. What you think about yourself, your life, and your future will shape your reality. If you believe in your dreams and relentlessly focus on them, you'll start to see doors open. If you stay focused on the challenges, the obstacles, and the things that are holding you back, that's the reality you'll create. So choose your thoughts wisely. Control your mind and you control your life. Your thoughts are the foundation of everything you will ever create. Shift them and you shift your world. The truth is simple. Your thoughts create your reality. And the moment you decide to change your thoughts is the moment you change your life. Fear and doubt are the enemies of discipline. I'm going to say that again because it's critical you understand this. Fear and doubt are the enemies of discipline. Every time you let fear and doubt creep into your mind, you're giving away your power and you're stepping further away from the person you were meant to be. Every single day, you face a battle between the thoughts that empower you and the thoughts that hold you back. Fear and doubt are the primary culprits, and they will keep you trapped in a cycle of inaction if you let them. They will hold you back from taking the steps that are required to break through, to achieve, and to become the person you were born to be. Look at the people you admire the most, the ones who are living extraordinary lives. They don't have less fear or less doubt than you. They simply don't let it control them. They understand that fear is natural, but it's also a choice. What they've learned is that fear doesn't disappear, but they choose to act in spite of it. They make the decision to push through, to take the next step, even when fear is screaming at them to stop. Let's look at someone like Michael Jordan. You think he didn't have fear when he stepped on the court every single game? Of course he did. But he didn't let it stop him. His drive, his commitment to his craft, his discipline, those things were stronger than any fear or doubt. Jordan was cut from his high school basketball team. Can you imagine how that must have felt? Most people would have quit. Most people would have let that doubt define their future, but not Michael Jordan. He used that failure, that rejection, to fuel his fire. Every time doubt crept in, every time fear tried to get him to back down, he used it to get better, to train harder, and to achieve greatness. Now think about you. Where does fear and doubt show up in your life? Is it when you think about starting that business, pursuing that dream, or going after that goal that seems just out of reach? How many times have you held back because you thought you weren't good enough, or you worried about failing, or you feared what others might think? When you allow fear to dictate your actions, you're allowing it to take away your potential. Fear convinces you that you're not ready, that you're not capable, and that you should wait for the perfect moment. But let me tell you something. There is no perfect moment. The only moment that matters is the one you have right now. Doubt, on the other hand, is just fear's quiet little partner. It's more subtle, but just as dangerous. Doubt tells you, maybe you're not meant for this. Maybe it's too hard. Maybe it won't work. And when you let doubt take root, you start to question your abilities. You question your worth. You start to think that success is for other people, not for you. But doubt is a liar. It tries to convince you that you're not capable of achieving what you want, but it doesn't know you. You are capable of more than you think. The key to discipline is learning how to push through that fear and doubt. It's about developing the mental strength to take action regardless of how you feel. I want you to remember this. You don't need to feel ready to act. You don't need to feel confident or fearless. You just need to act. The act of taking one step forward, even when you're terrified, is what builds the discipline you need to succeed. When you take action in spite of fear and doubt, that's when you take control. That's when you break free. Fear and doubt will always be there, but so will your ability to choose to push through. And when you do, that's when the magic happens. That's when your life starts to change. Thoughts are energy. Use them wisely. Think about that for a moment. Your thoughts aren't just abstract concepts floating in your mind. They are energy. Every thought you have is sending out a vibration into the world, shaping the environment around you and attracting experiences that match that energy. Your thoughts are like magnets, pulling in circumstances, people, and opportunities that align with the energy you are putting out into the universe. The question is, what energy are you putting out? I want to tell you a powerful truth. You are always vibrating at a certain frequency, and that frequency is determined by the quality of your thoughts. If you're constantly thinking thoughts of negativity, lack, or fear, you are emitting an energy that repels the things you want in life. But when you choose thoughts of abundance, possibility, and gratitude, you start to attract the very things that align with that energy. This is the law of attraction in its purest form. Let's look at a real-world example. Take someone like Oprah Winfrey. Oprah grew up in incredibly difficult circumstances, poverty, abuse, and rejection. But she didn't let those circumstances dictate her reality. She chose to focus on her dreams, on the belief that she could rise above it all. Oprah didn't just think about success, she felt the energy of success every day. She knew that if she held on to thoughts of power, possibility, and purpose, she would create the life she wanted. And she did. Her thoughts weren't just random, they were intentional. And the energy she radiated attracted opportunities, people, and events that were in alignment with her vision. But this isn't just about big names and extraordinary stories. This principle applies to you,